In a city of steel bridges and gray skies, there was an old neighborhood where the lights never seemed to sleep. They said the wind there carried whispers of unfinished stories. On the roof of an abandoned building lived a boy named Finn. No one knew where he came from, only that he appeared at night, leaping between rooftops as lightly as a passing thought. He never wore a watch and disliked schedules. Whenever someone mentioned growing up, he'd smile. Growing up is when everything starts to slow down, he'd say, and I prefer to run. In a nearby building, a girl named Lena sat by her window each evening, not out of boredom, but out of habit. She loved watching the city lights dance on the river, imagining each flicker was a story searching for a listener. One night, she saw Finn. He stood on a railing, the wind lifting his thin jacket, looking like he belonged nowhere at all. Lena opened her window, and Finn turned and smiled as if they were old friends. "Do you want to see the city before it falls asleep?" he asked. And just like that, Lena climbed out. Finn led her across rooftops and fire escapes to places adults never bothered to look up and see. The city at night didn't shout. It whispered. It told stories. They weren't alone. Other children were there too, all running from something: bedtime, homework, or the feeling that time was pushing them forward too fast. No one ever talked about tomorrow. Lena loved the lightness of it all, But every morning she'd return to her warm kitchen, to the smell of her mother's tea and the sound of her father's newspaper. Finn never followed her inside. "Homes hold people in place," he'd say. I don't want to be held." Then one night, a fierce wind swept through the city. Buildings trembled. One of the children slipped on a rain-soaked roof. Finn caught him just in time, and for the first time, Lena saw Finn's hands shake. It wasn't fear of the height, but fear of losing something. That night, Lena didn't follow Finn back to the rooftops. She stood at her doorway, turned, and said, "Imagination helps us fly. But some places give us a reason to come back." Finn didn't answer. The next morning, the rooftops were empty. Finn was gone. Years passed. Lena grew up. She never forgot those nights, carrying them with her in the stories she wrote and the way she saw the world. Some things don't need to be held forever to stay with you. And sometimes, growing up isn't about forgetting how to fly, but about knowing there will always be a place to land.